Huh? Huh? There are gamers in my area? Ready to game? Oh, chat's broken. Like usual. Hold on. Uno momento. Getting you guys on screen. Hold on. Working on it. Hold on. Give me a second. I didn't actually see if any of you were yelling at me about it, but I just assume that's the case. Oh, there you are. Hello, my babies. Okay. You guys like my 3D chat? You guys are in 3 dimensions. You're here with me. Hold on. You're here with me. Right? I can't... Right here with me today. Ah, my good friends. Okay, now we're gonna see how bad the delay is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 seconds. Hey, that's better than most of my streams, to be honest. Usually it's like 30 seconds. Okay, I'll take it. Double audio? Impossible. Hold on. Is it actually, or are you lying? I can't tell if it's double audio or if there's just that much echo in this room, because that could also be the case. Oh, nope, there it is. There it is. I think I fixed it. Tell me, did I fix it? Perfect. 10 out of 10. It was pulling from the camera. Okie dokie. You guys have the music going? It's bumping. This music is brought to us today by... Let's see if I can show them on screen. Yeah. By Dens1000. He makes quite a bit of Rally House. I'm sorry in advance, Dens1000, if you didn't want your music used on stream. Check your PayPal though. I sent you a donation. I'm not just stealing it. I'm at least giving you something for it. Hey, asshole. Hey, we haven't even started. Hold on. Anyway, thank you for the cash money. That leads me to our next point today is, so if you caught the last stream, the TTS was an absolute fucking disaster because it was enabled for literally any amount of donation. So I've limited it today, limited it to, what's it called? I think it was $10. It might be $5 or $10. I guess you guys will find out. So if you want TTS, that's, you know, it's not gonna be, because there was people that were super chatting in currencies that was like 1/10 of a cent of US cent, and they were posting like 200 word long super chats, and those were all getting TTS'd, and I heard them in my sleep that night. So we're gonna leave that off. Dude, don't curse, he says. Bitch. Okay. So the plan for today is this computer right here. Turn music up ever so slightly. People are saying no music. I think you're lying. Just turn it up slightly. I should probably duck it. There's no music. Can you hear it now? Okay. Hold on. We gotta monitor. Let me monitor my audio so I can figure out how loud this actually is. Gaming, 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 testing. That's too loud. Gaming, testing, gaming. I just need to duck it. Hold on. Filters. I didn't have a chance to get all this set up. I'm so sorry. Oh no, audio ducking is not a thing I can apply right now. Shit. Okay, whatever, it'll be fine. Okay, so today, this is Ash's computer. That's the fiance, for those of you not aware. You'll know her from the Discord if you're in that, discord.gg/Bringus. Look at that, $5 is enabled. So super chats of $5 or more get TTS. That way we can talk a little bit. So nothing super crazy today like the last streams have been. I'm just gonna take this here computer and turn it into a better computer. It's a i5 12600K that she's been running for the last 3 years or so. And it ain't keeping up with the advanced modded Minecraft situations she's been finding herself in lately. So we're going to put in, oh my god, this ASRock X870 Pro RS. None of this is sponsored, by the way. We just thought it was pretty. And we put the CPU in there already. It's a Ryzen 7 7700X. So as cool as it would have been to put an X3D in there, those are expensive. And we already blew enough on the motherboard. So that's the meme today. I'm stalling for time a little bit. As you can see with this monitor, we're in the middle of backing up the SSD. So that's gonna take a little bit of time. What are we at, actually? We're at 68. Oh, I should have looked like a minute from now. Hey, there it is. Okay, so we're at 69% on the backup. So that'll be done soon. But until then, I guess I'll just read chat and talk to my people. Yeah, we did move. This is a room of the new house. I'm set up in this one because from the last video, if you guys saw with the dead ants in the new studio, I want those to get taken care of, and I need to get that place all sealed up with sealant and caulk. I need to put lots of caulk up in my studio before I want to spend any time in there. So we're gonna do all that. But temporarily, I've set up in one of these rooms. And you know what? I would actually stream more often if I just had a permanent room for streaming with the lights set up and the laptop, and that would be great. That would be fantastic. I see why people do that now. But no, this is all gonna come down at some point. But we're actually gonna do a new, like 24/7 live streaming thing. There was a thing that Linus Tech Tips did in some other channels like a year or so ago where they just had their old videos on repeat like it was a old school TV channel. I don't know if you guys saw that, but we're going to be doing that on this channel as well soon. So I figured you guys are gonna get really excited when you see that little red circle and it says live, and it's like, oh, Bringus is live. Bringus is never live. But you're gonna click on it and it's just gonna be reruns. And so that's actually gonna be kind of cool because there will be a chat enabled as well. So you can just chat about the old videos live, like what's it called? I think Plex had it, or Netflix or someone during COVID, where you could like watch stuff together and like talk together. It'll be kind of like that. But before that, I wanted to do a proper live stream so we could at least get that out of our system. Any update on stolen computers? I got a call from the county police department that I had filed that with, and this was about a month ago maybe, and they were like, hey, we found some stuff at a pawn shop that we think might be yours. And so they told me what it was, and then it just ended up being a lot of other video game items. And unfortunately, I'm not the only gamer in town, and it was not my stuff. So They're still on the lookout, but I bet you anything it's gone forever, unfortunately. Do you ever have a Romanian viewer? No, never, not once. I look at the statistics on YouTube and it says Romania -1% because we actually lost the one guy we had. So thank you for representing. Your screwdriver looks like chocolate ice cream. It does. Every time I look at it, I'm just like, oh, I want a mocha. Oh, can stream not hear TTS? Uno momento. It should be enabled now. Let me log into stream elements here real quick and we'll test that. Someone's probably gonna beat me to it. Someone's just gonna send a super chat. Because hold on, I need to crop my screen. God damn it. Hold on. Would like to not entirely dox myself. But I think what I'm gonna do, just do that. There we go. Stream elements. Yeah, the audio might get a little choppy. The laptop is having a hard time doing this, running the entire stream. Dashboard, streaming tool, overlay, stream, edit.
Is TTS working?
Emulate a super chat. Oh, someone beat me to it. You beat me to it! Alright.
Punch
Did you guys
it.
hear that? Is it too loud? Alright. Jump scare? Alright, we'll turn it down a little bit. I'm still gonna send a thingus here. What was the TTS that time? Does it not like the word Bringus?
Born too late to explore the Earth.
No,
Born
I can't
too
hear
early
it.
to explore the universe. Born perfectly to
Oh wait. Hold on, one more time. One more time. Lucky my stream is so broken that I don't have to stall too bad for the backup.
Do not fear a man that spams 1,000 memes. Instead fear a man that spams a meme 1,000 times.
Close enough. Yeah, so audio might get a little choppy here and there. That'll be fine. What were the specs of your first gaming PC? Well, I don't know the specs of the computer I first gamed on as a child because it was some random, I believe like Pentium 4 or something or other. Like the family computer, you know? The one that you play one flash game and all of a sudden mom thinks you're putting viruses on the PC. To be fair, it probably was. But the first one I built was an AMD FX 8320 with an Asus, do I even remember the model of the motherboard? Asus M5A97 LER 2.0. Is that real? Asus, what did I even say? M5A97 LER 2.0. No way I got that right. Oh, yeah, I still got it. And then it was a GTX 660 non-TI, and it was old even then. It was like a weird like MSI 3 GB special edition, 3 gigs, which to be fair, over 2 gigs is a 50% increase. So you know what? It was actually pretty okay. Like Green Day, yeah. What's that boy gonna be used for? Oh yeah, for those joining us, this is Ash's PC, my fiance. He's playing a lot of modded Minecraft, and she wants to be the quickest little buddy on the server, but unfortunately it ain't keeping up. So we're putting new stuff in it.
Socks and sandals spotted. Now I know you're a Linus fan. Nothing else here shows me that fact except the socks and sandals.
And the screwdriver, I guess. I had my LTT store water bottle here as well, but I guess I abandoned it in favor of a
Hello
seltzer.
boss man, what's your favorite Pokemon if you have one? Also I wanna say happy Pride Month my fellow LGBT gamers. You are loved and valid, smiley face emoji.
Aw, how wholesome. Favorite Pokemon. We're gonna go with, what's his nuts? Metagross. He's fucking sick. Okay, is this done? This is done. So we're gonna exit this then. Thank you very much. Let me know if the music's too loud. It seems too loud, but maybe I'm just crazy. I want to turn it down a little bit. I'm freaking out about it.
Install Nyack Linux on IT. Nick is certified Weeb Gaming.
All right, so we'll turn this down, or off. It's just in Hirons right now. Unfortunately, you won't really be able to see the screen. Well, the screen's not even gonna be a thing and after like a minute from now, so we'll be okay. I just missed a super chat, hold on. Oh, my thing is lagging behind so bad. This was a mistake. Install what? Nyack Linux certified Weeb. Get out of here. Be gone. Man, the music is really running choppy when I open up Brave. Okie dokie, okie dokie. We'll get all this out of the way. That's not coming out. That's fine. Dude, these little monitors are cool. Little portable monitors that just open like folio cases. Like, here's your gigantic Christmas book, bro. They're pretty neat. I like them. I kind of want to just get like an iPad Pro clamp stand thing for it to use it like a proper monitor, because sometimes the folio is not cutting it. Oh shoot, I have to leak something. I have to leak a product. Are you guys ready to get advertised to? Hold on. This is not a sponsored thing, but it's also like a merch item, so I don't know, take it as you will. Don't come after me, government. Look at this. I'm not supposed to show you this. Hopefully they don't get mad at me. This is coming soon. This is coming soon. This is like a work mat. That is the workbench. This is not even like an AI rendition. No, screw that. This was done by an actual graphic designer who converted a picture of the desk. This is an illustration done by hand. It's amazing. It's humongous. Okay, they're gonna get mad at me for showing you guys that because this is a prototype. Technically, that's not final. So don't take that as gospel, but it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be so freaking cool. I don't know what they're gonna be priced at yet. We still gotta figure all that out. But those are gonna be great. Okay. All right, coming soon, coming soon. Hopefully in the next video, there will be links for it. I don't know yet though. I'm not really sure. I don't know anything that happens on my channel at this point. What is my opinion on Ventoy? Really based when it works. All right. Oh, she's a big girl. Woo. I'll try and point out parts when I know what they are. But this case was recycled at an e-waste place because there was, what was it? It was a pre-built at one point. Yeah, you can see CLX or whatever. I guess that was the original pre-built the system integrator. And there was an issue with the PC, so it ended up being recycled, the whole thing. And so we just took everything, we just bought it from the recycler, took out everything that was bad, and then we just put all her stuff into this.
IMMA need me one of those desk pads.
They're sick. I'm excited. I'm excited to get them listed for sale because they're so freaking cool. They look great.
750 Ti high-end PC from Facebook Market is running slow and I can't see my Discord kitten on VR. How do I delete System32 virus? Daddy's angry. I remember me from Christmas you said Merry Grimace to me and then recommended a game on Steam.
I did? Merry Grimace. This time, new recommendation for you. I want you to play. Hold on. We'll get there. Hold on. What am I going to recommend you on Steam today? The laptop is not chilling. Have we moved from the old studio? Yep, this is the new one. Well, this is not the studio. This is a room in the house. That is not the studio. Because we're dealing with the ant thing. But don't worry. We'll get there. We'll get there. The next video is actually filmed entirely in the garage because the studio space isn't set up yet. But it'll be fun. I recommend today that you play a Steam game called A Little to the Left. It's a good one. Alright. Closing Steam so that the audio stops being choppy. Alright. So yeah, there's not really much going on today. We're just gonna hang out and build this here computer. And I'll try and keep an eye on chat when I can remember. Can I have full screen preview on OBS? Yeah. Wait, Nick is gifting? Nick is gifting memberships! Nick's the editor. Everybody, thank Nick. Nick is a humongous help on the next video because I've been super busy with the move and everything, and he's helping me edit. And he's been a local legend. Absolutely fantastic. Gifting memberships, what the heck? What a guy. Should I tell him, what are you doing? Get back to work! Why are you fraternizing with the audience? You should be editing! Get out of here! All right, coming out. Ugh. This is the, man, this thing looks so tiny nowadays. I got this. So this is a 3070, a gigabyte, whatever, 3070, whatever their base model one is. Man, when was 30 series? Was that 2020? Was that 2021? It's somewhere in there. Because that was during COVID, and then it was the whole horrible shortage and everything. This was, I ended up getting swindled into that Newegg deal that they were doing. You remember the Gamers Nexus Newegg power, or gigabyte power supply ordeal? That's how I got this GPU, is I got that stupid power supply with it that nobody wanted. Just because that was like the only 3070 I could get. I had to set up like this whole script thing on Chrome and just to like reload the page, like the Best Buy page and the Newegg page and everything constantly, and barely got an order in, had to buy the stupid power supply. That was a whole mess, but that's how we got that 3070. And it kind of sucks. One of the fans went out on it and I had to repaste it. But you know, it is a 3070 and GPUs are so flippin' expensive now that I really can't even justify replacing it. I mean, it's still great. The thing that's going to be limiting for it and making it obsolete someday is definitely going to be the 8 gigs of RAM. I can tell you that. But it's been around for a little bit now. $3070 plus a free explosive. Who wants it? Okay. You know what? Nick is DMing me right now. I can respond live because I got my watch on. I think I was just messing around during that part, Nick, if you're still watching the stream. I was just kidding about getting back to work. I'm just kidding. You can watch the stream. Yeah, I don't think there was any track associated with that bit, so don't worry about it. Unless you can find one that works with it, then go for it. Don't worry, we're just having a work meeting on stream. You guys can just be here for it. That's fine. It's like when you when your dad brings you to work and he like has to talk to his his coworkers and his boss and everything, and then you're just in there, sitting on the spinny chair, spinning around, having no idea what's happening, just happy to be there. That's you guys right now. Stream off the prison laptop. Jeez, dude. Did that one even have 4 gigs of RAM? Oh, I got another prison device. Man, okay, there's a person on Facebook around here, on Facebook Marketplace, that has a prison TV. It's not a CRT though, but a clear LCD display. It's just a piece of crap. It's like 600p. And they want like $150 for it, and they will not let me get it for less, and it's pissing me off. It's like, it would be cool, and it's only like it's like a 14-inch screen. Like, it's just nothing. It's just clear, and that's what's cool about it. And they want like $150, and I'm like, no, I'm not gonna pay that. It's cool, but no. A clear CRT would be super cool. You have any hobbies apart from the YouTube stuff? Dude, they've kind of like fizzled away recently. And recently, I mean the last few years, just because YouTube's taking up so much of the time. And I know the advice is, you know, don't overdo it, don't burn out. But we're way past that point. I'm gonna hopefully turn that around a little bit, working with Editor more often. And, you know, now that we have the new studio, there's gonna be more room to do cool stuff. Oh, he's gone. Welcome to the Elgato only stream. No more Bringus. I thought I set the timeout on this thing, but I guess I didn't. Hello? Oh, that's really not good. Oh, that's really, 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 really not good. Uh-oh. The Bringus classic. Dude, I get so scammed with my cameras. Literally all of them overheat. I get scammed every time. Yeah, we're gonna have to just turn on the laptop webcam, I guess. Man, this sucks. It was on for like an hour. Ah, okay. Man, I really thought about setting up a fan behind it too to cool it down, but I didn't really have time. Okay. Damn. This sucks. All right, we'll turn on the laptop webcam. Hold on. It's gonna look so bad. People are gonna be like, wow, how many subscribers does this guy have? And this is what he's streaming with right now. Okay. Okay. This is so bad. This is just so nasty. This sucks! I don't want to do this. This is so bad. Okay. I should put the camera in the freezer. That should work. That won't condensate it or anything. Why do they do that, dude? Why do they just overheat so easily? Oh, it's tiny. There. Can't cover up chat though. Did I make? No, okay. Man, this is stupid. Let me check out the camera real quick. Let me see. Like, why? Like, actually, just why? I don't understand. Doesn't feel that hot. Maybe I can switch it to like 1080p. Maybe it was just doing 4K. Sorry, I'm a bit sniffly at this time of our Lord. HDMI resolution is set to auto. Can that be changed? Can that be changed? Hold on. All right, we're streaming the camera settings. Oh wait, it's grayed out. But why? For what reason? Check by the following setting conditions. HDMI display. What does that mean? It's so cryptic. HDMI display. HDMI display. Okay, movie record size is 4K, but we're not shooting a movie. How do people do this? How do people just have, like, cameras as their webcams when they're streaming and they don't overheat? Like, how do they do it? I've never had a camera like this that won't just overheat immediately. Look at the temperature thing in the top right. It is just maxed. That's ridiculous. I don't want to troubleshoot this right now. Ah! Man, this is not cool at this time. Absolutely not chillin'. Canon R50. How to stop overheating. Don't try and sell me a cooling fan right now. Turn it off during breaks. Thanks. Overheating, streaming. Is it actually because of 4K? But we're not like... We're not shooting anything. Can't see, hold on. 4K. Okay, so we'll just do full HD 30. Full HD 30 reduced quality. Okay. Is that enough? I assumed these settings wouldn't change anything. Because we're not recording. We're just, you know, we're just streaming. As we do, we're streaming. We're streaming! We're gonna see. We're gonna see if it happens again. But we're gonna call that good. My display. Oh wait, hold on. Wasn't there a way to set the resolution of the HDMI output? I saw it earlier. This is a good stream. Oh! Hey, look at that, 1080p. Okay. Wait, what does auto say? Display may take some time. Whatever, 1080p. I don't know if we were in like 4K before, but we sure don't need to be. All right, if we overheat, we overheat. It looks like it's going down a little. You guys can't see it anymore, but I can still see it on the camera screen. We lost one of the orange bars, so hopefully we'll be good. Hopefully. This sucks. Why don't I, yeah, I'm just gonna have like 3 cameras next time. 3 of the exact same camera. And so that when one overheats, we can just swap it out for the next camera. Okay, sorry I didn't look at chat for any of that. I'm sure there was like 10,000 valid solutions that I totally just didn't see. Oh, I'm so very sniffly. I'm so very sniffly. Next. I'm missing out on super chats. I know, I'm sorry. Hold on. Need to add a thing on the screen that tells people that it's $5 for TTS, because I realized that I cannot get to all the super chats because I'm just a crackhead and I'm too busy and there's so much I'm doing. You're gonna have to TTS. That'll do. Oh, it's so tiny. Hold on. This is such a good stream. This is such a good stream. I love streaming, and I love streaming, and I love streaming. And I really like streaming when the stream is not working whatsoever. And I also like when it's entirely my own doing. Okay. That's gonna just live up there. That is one ugly hunk of text, but you can see it. Can I put like a little stroke on that or something? Can I stroke my text at this time? Text transform, color, gradient, background color. That's not what I was thinking, but it actually serves the job. Serves the job. I don't think that's the right word. Wait, what am I doing here? What's happening? Oh wait, hold on. Background off. Outline. Black. That is so fugly. That's so gross. Why does it look like that? Oh, there we go. That's kind. Why do the T's look like that? What's in the middle of the T's? Okay. All right. You know, that'll do. That will do. Anyway, camera overheating? No, camera's cooling down. We did it. Camera's cooling down. Holy crap. It's gonna reach sub-zero in no time. All right. Let us continue on this quest that you guys can't really hardly see. Oh wait, the front of the computer is see-through. Haha. Wait, someone, okay, thank you for 569, but you didn't leave a message.
Give me that sweet TTS lol, love your content, my guy. Keep up the great work.
Thank you, gamer. Thank you, gamer. I love your content too, if you have any. That's so convenient. Look at this like window right into this computer. Wow. Okay, now if nothing else horrible happens, we can continue on the stream and I can read chat and everything will be happy. What case is that? It is a Fantex NV5, I think. You might have to Google that one. It says it on the back. It's a big one for sure. You can put 3 fans up top, 3 fans on the side, 1 down here, 1 right here. It's made for custom water cooling. So it's kind of goofy that we had a micro ATX motherboard in here. Like, yeah, we didn't fill it out too well. But it's because this was a micro ATX build and then we just swapped it into this case.
Keep a stash of cameras next time in your fridge.
Yeah, I'll just keep them in a small mini fridge at all times and then take them out when the cameras are overheating. Honestly, not a bad strat. Okay, I took all the screws out, but the motherboard's not coming out. The cooler may be holding the whole thing in. Oh, nope. Oh, I bet you there's one under the SSD. Bet you anything. Warning, camera too cold, shutting down. Why didn't that one super chat? Or get TTS? Oh, because it was Canadian $5. All right, I'll do it for you. Camera too cold, shutting down. There's your TTS. Yeah, I guess I should make that distinguished. There we go. Shout out again to Denz1000 for the music today. I don't know if he's okay with me using it because I haven't talked to him about it. But I sent him a big old donation on his PayPal, so hopefully all is good. And if you're watching this, I would love to talk to you about continuing to use your music during streams because they keep getting demonetized every single time. The exact same music. I will just take my background music folder that I pull all the music from for my videos, and I will just set that to just play in VLC in a giant playlist on streams. They get claimed every time, every single time. It's crazy. But the videos are fine. No problem there. But I'll stream, and you know, half the time it's some SoundCloud rapper or whatever that sampled like half a second of like a Mario 64 track or whatever in their shitty rap, and then like they'll claim it as their track. Every time. Happens every time. It's either that or just like some, I don't think it's Nintendo doing it, but some company is claiming it. It's weird. Pisses me off a lot. But if we got these original bops from Denz going, I don't think that should be a problem. Okay, so motherboard out. Basically, we're just doing like a motherboard swap. Oh, and cooler install. The cooler needs to go on. So here's the old stuff. I'm probably going to just take this as is. This is a 12600K, 32 gigs of RAM, DDR4. So it's by no means bad. I wouldn't call it modern anymore, especially DDR4. That's going to be the big limiter on this one. I'll probably just plop this in another case and then have another workstation for in the home. Okay. Oh, I should probably put this SSD screw back though, because I actually don't have a lot of these in my infinite screw repository, believe it or not. Okay, very nice. What do I do with my obscure gaming devices after the videos? I hold on to them for the most part. There's a couple of times we've done a giveaway. But I kind of just hold on to them. I don't really want to, actually, half the time. But arranging the giveaways or arranging, like selling them or picking them up or whatever, it can just be like a big hassle, especially if I've got a bunch of stuff I'm doing immediately after the video. Like, you know, I usually will post a video and the same day or the next day, immediately start on the next one. I always think it's funny because like I'll obsess over a video for like a month before it's posted. And then the second it's posted, immediately out of my brain, gone. But then for the public and the viewers and the audience, video hits, and then for the next month, that's what they're obsessing over. So I just think that's a weird way we like alternate, sort of.
Passing by, red heart emoji.
Italian batterong passing by, hey, spaghetti. That's like mildly racist. But like, Italians are white enough, you know? This is how I get canceled, isn't it? Anyway, thank you. Sorry if I offended you. If a French person donated, I would have said baguette, so at least we're fair. All right, old motherboard's going down here. See you later, bud. Ugh. King Chucksing. We don't have that today. All right, new computer going in. It's an ASRock X870 Pro RS board.
One singular screw from one of the fans, just for funsies.
No, because I'm the one that's gonna have to deal with it if it starts rattling. And I don't feel like doing that. Okay, ASRock X870 Pro RS. It's a very pretty board. I don't think we need this. Not anymore, at least. We'll she is.
Can you please go to Walmart or something and buy a potato for a short, cause I'm basically buying a potato for you and gas. No pressure on it anyways, love from Nebraska.
You're buying me a potato and gas? We can make gas out of potato. Want to make some biodiesel? Dude, I'd love to make some biodiesel right about now. Sounds like it would hit. Okay. So we'll put the old SSD in here.
When gaming on a camera. And no, the magnifying glass doesn't count. Oh, and since I still have characters left, Bringusy.
Bringusy. I knew what word that was supposed to be, but Bringusy is quite good. This is an actual potato from Walmart. Well, I mean, now it's from my house. But at one point in the chain of custody, it was from Walmart. Have a look, everybody. Everybody get a look. Those in the back. Zoom in a little for those in the back. Here we go. Should I just leave it in, in the computer? Here's your power supply, bro. All right. Show us the garlic. We'd have to go literally pull it out of the ground. If the stream was on my phone, I would just take us outside right now and just pull a piece of garlic out. So this place that we moved, we found garlic, like, in the yard. Like, there was just this big, tall plant with this little sprouting thing on the top. And we're like, what is this plant? So I use Google Lens and I just take a picture of it and look it up. And they're like, oh, this is either like an onion or a garlic plant. And we're like, what? So we pull it out of the ground, and lo and behold, on the bottom of this gigantic plant was just a thing of garlic. And we take it off, and you smell it, straight garlic. It is the most fragrant plant of all time. It was ridiculous. I was like, there's no way. We just found like ditch garlic, bro. But we fried it up. We cut it up and we fried it up with steak, and it was fine. I don't think it was completely ripe because it wasn't the best garlic, but it was definitely garlic. Yeah, I think we should probably wait like another month and then we'll get the rest of it because there's a bunch out there. How does this SSD thing work?
Favorite PC build that you've enjoyed building?
I think the most impressive, technically, is the Wii PC. Or the Wii U PC. It was a pain, but it's amazing it all worked.
Bringus, what is the specs on this PC and who's this PC?
This PC, ASRock X870 Pro RS motherboard. It is a Ryzen 7 7700X.
Sorry, I used the fake Canadian dollars.
Yeah, use real money next time. Kidding, thank you. 7700X, not an X3D, because those are expensive. And then we're gonna take the old 3070 that was in here, we're just gonna put it back in. So it's just really a motherboard and CPU upgrade. We're gonna keep everything else, power supply, fans, everything else is the same. Just need a little more power for playing modded Minecraft. They've got a weird cooler on here, or not cooler, well, M.2 cooler. So this is, under this shield, this is where the SSD goes. And normally you'd unscrew that or something, but they've got this little lug here that you're supposed to just move off to the side, press in.
Take a bite of the raw potato.
And then how does it, no. No, I will not do that. That's disgusting. Can you get a disease for doing that or something? Isn't there some horrible reason you shouldn't be doing that? But I can't figure out how this cooler comes out.
Here's $5. I'm buying the Steam Deck engineer sample from you. No negotiations, no take backsies. You woo.
You're gonna have to take that one up with iFixit. I don't know if I'm leaking more information right now that I shouldn't be, but sadly, it's Bradley wanted me to send it off. I sent it off yesterday. Send it off to iFixit first, because I heard iFixit is going to be doing a teardown guide on it, which is good because I didn't go all the way. You know me, non-committal and everything, but they're gonna go all the way, and they're gonna get some scans and they're gonna make some interesting content with it. That'll be fun. I already did enough damage. Dude, that tape is never going to be the same again. Anyway, got it out. It's just got, yeah, you guys can't see this at all. I don't even know why I'm trying. But it's got a weird hook mechanism on there. I've never seen that. Anyway. I left them some notes. I hope they find them. I fix it. I left iFixit some notes. Apologizing for my irreparable harm. If they don't post it, I'm going to be a little sad. Alright, Crucial P5 Plus SSD going in. In you go, big boy. You remember when everybody was using the word crucial wrong for a few years there? Maybe like 5 years ago? Maybe less. People were saying crucial when they meant brutal for some reason. Somebody would just eat shit on the ground. Like they would just trip and bonk their noggin. People would be like, oh, that was crucial. What the hell are you talking about? No, that wasn't crucial. That was crucial to nothing. It was brutal.
As an Idahoan, raw potato is a delicacy and I ain't dead yet so. Also, any interest in making an Xbox 360 JTAG video?
Xbox 360 JTAG video? I haven't... I'm actually so unfamiliar with the 360.
Hi, I'm a big fan and you're a part of my inspiration on running a computer business. Do you know which auction sites I can look for to buy items in bulk? It's crucial to the mission that you take a bite of a raw potato.
No, I actually do. It's on the ground now. Now I will get a disease. Buying computers in bulk? That's tricky. You kind of just have to cold call businesses and stuff. At least that's how, well, when I was in the industry, we mostly went off of word of mouth at that point. But to get those clients at first, you have to just go to hospitals, businesses or whatever, be like, we'll take all your computer junk. You got to offer free removal. Because if they got to pay for it, they're going to be like, no, get out of here. But if you be like, yeah, we will literally just take all your old systems out and move them for you. We will bring a box truck. We will bring a dolly. We will excavate your whole office of your old computers for free. And they'll be like, sure, why not? If you just make it as easy as possible for the people with the stuff that want to get rid of it, they will accept. As for buying, I don't know. Wasn't really involved that much because we were able to just get so much from offices, hospitals, schools, and all that. We brought the e-waste to ourselves. We didn't wait for it to come to us. Oh wait, I should get the IO shield off. I'm going the wrong way. Nope, I was going the right way. You'd think I've done this enough times. It just wasn't going. There we go.
Are you a real gamer if you won't eat the potato?
Dude. I don't want to eat a raw potato right now. The longer it's been on the ground, the more powerful of a zombie I'm going to become after eating it. This is like a new house too. We cleaned it, but we didn't scrub all the floors in Hyrule. It's clean enough, but still.
What do you mean you'll get a disease from the ground potato?
It's a thing!
Potatoes come from the ground.
Well, yeah, no shit. But there's something in it. Eating raw potato side effects. Isn't there something? Oh, well, it sounds like you can just get an upset tummy, actually. I guess that's not that big of a deal. Maybe. I'll think about it. We'll see. Oh, wait, I better do the peel. Oh, wait, what am I doing? We haven't even installed the cooler. You guys are distracting me. Stop. Let me work in peace. All right. Here's the peel. I should have had a second camera just for up close stuff because I'm pretty far away from it. There it goes. Okay. Cooler time. Get this IO shield out of here. Ugh. I guess I'll just move the whole case out of the way. It's empty and it feels like it's 100 pounds. Technically, there's a power supply in there, I guess.
Socks and flip-flops. Your fashion is as bad as Linus from LTT.
What, you don't like this? You don't like what's going on here? Only a select few will even be able to comprehend my drip. Okay, cooler. Thermalright Peerless Assassin 120 SE White ARGB. Because it's supposed to be the GOAT as far as I have heard. Drip, that's a waterfall. Based. That is a lot of gifted. Holy crap. My membership thing's gonna go nuts. You know how I put the credits at the end of the video with all the patrons and the members and stuff? If any of you even get to the end of the video, I bet you don't even watch to the end. But I have to make like a Photoshop document with all of them. And every time I do a stream, it adds like hundreds of new people. And it's always, I have to keep like cropping out or expanding the Photoshop document. It's like the world's longest PNG.
What games have you been playing recently? I just finished playing Stellar Blade and Eat the Potato or Gab will be sad.
Not eating the potato.
When next SteamOS on weird computer video greater than?
It's not the next one. I haven't completed too many Steam games lately. I've just been, dude, the move has killed me. The move has absolutely decimated my will to game. A lot of cleaning to do and a lot of moving and it's just a lot. It's just a lot. And the only thing I've played, oh, I guess I played Mario Kart World a little bit. And I hate to be that guy. Hate to be that guy. It's kind of mid. I don't know. Maybe I haven't played it long enough yet.
Have you considered?
I've only played like a couple hours.
Potato?
Have I considered? Have I considered? Have I considered? Have I considered? You and I, chat, we are forming an agreement at this time. I will take one bite of this potato if you stop mentioning it. Okay? Agreement?
Sup Boomer, did you bottom text today?
Wait, there's a super chat happening. Did you bottom text today? You provided the bottom text for me.
If you won't eat the floor potato, get a raw onion and take a bite out of it as if it's an apple.
Do we agree?
Would make me very happy, D.
Okay. No, I'm not gonna. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not. Am I capable? Oh, it tastes like the ground.
Do you plan to reinstall this PC operating system as part
it's
of
not
your
for lack of
motherboard swap?
trying.
If yes, what OS would it be? Windows or Linux based?
This is too big of a bite. Oh. It just tastes like really, really poorly made potatoes. And ground.
Did you ever get your Bionicles back? Or do you need donations?
Oh! Why? Why did you want this? I'm sorry for any super chats I missed. I was busy going through CBT Mouth Edition. Yeah. That was disgusting. I missed it I missed a bunch, didn't I? Hold on. Hold on. We went down to like 600 viewers on the stream, and then I started biting a potato, and it went to like 1,000. Now eat the garlic. Hold on, I'm going through the old super chats. Did I get the Bionicles back? No. Do I need the donations? No, it's okay. Well, I bought a Bionicle board game because I had the Bionicle board game with like the lore that was like wrong, and that got stolen. But I bought another one on eBay that was sealed to make up for it, so I'll be alright. Oh, YouTube's bugging out. It is not letting me read the old super chats. I'm so sorry. Those who got TTS, I'm so sorry. It's bugging so bad. I can't read them. It's bugging out. I'm sorry. At least you guys got the potato consumption out of it.
We did it, chat. Valve's evil plan has succeeded. Bringus Studios will be no more come dawn.
No, no, it was a poison potato from Minecraft or whatever it's called. Yeah. Disgusting. I'm trying not to think about it because I can still taste it. I need some like candy. It's on my lips. There's like dirt in my lips. It's in my teeth, dude. Potato skin in there.
I recently started an internship for a school district and I have been listening to your videos while I clean 4 buildings worth of projectors.
That's a lot of projectors. Why you gotta clean them? I mean, I guess it's a school. How long will I let my hair grow? Well, it's not growing any longer because I'm not getting the split ends dealt with, so it's kind of just stuck at the length it's at. I'll get a haircut at 1,000,000 subs. How about that? Is that cool? We'll cut it short. Cut it real short. We'll leave like 2 inches. That's it. Alright, gotta put the cooler on. Thermal Ringus. Dens really do be providing the bops today. I listen to his music like just while I'm editing. That's all I listen to.
Hi Derek, for missing my super chat. I think you should take another bite out of the potato. I am angry.
Well, Derek's not here to bite the potato. I'm sorry. Derek machine broke.
Hello Bringus Studios, Hikey Random and Kazim a dedicated gotcha gamer. I'll gift 5 subs if you endorse Eminic and Spark Day.
Who's that? Hold on. Eminic and Spark Day. Who is this?
What's your opinion on Linux as a daily driver?
I could be getting canceled right now, but I endorse Eminic and Spark Day. Hopefully that was not a bad decision. What's your opinion on Linux as a daily driver? I personally wouldn't because, well, I'm an Adobe boy, unfortunately, so I don't really have a choice. As for everybody else, if you just like don't do a ton of super crazy stuff, or you do want to do super crazy stuff, I don't know. I can't, dude, your life is so much more different than mine. I can't tell anyone whether they should or shouldn't. Just do it. Just put in a second SSD in your computer and then install it to that one. And then pretend like your other one doesn't exist and just see how long you can go without running into a problem. It'll probably be about 10 minutes. But if you can make it through them, and there you go. You just have to try it. You just have to attempt. It's gonna be different for everybody. Ash is actually gonna use Linux Mint on this computer. So I guess she'll find out. That's why we were backing up the SSD before, is because that had Windows on it. So if we do have to restore, well, we probably won't anyway, because it's new hardware.
I was depressed and very sad. Then I found your channel and it made me laugh and smile every day.
Oh,
Thank you, Bringus, you legend.
Look at that. Bringus Studios saving lives. Glad to hear it. Okay. We're actually gonna have a third Bringus channel soon. Technically, it's the fourth one. Excuse me. Because there's a Bringus Studios live channel, which literally never gets used. That was from the Stone Age, of when all I did was stream Source games. If you guys didn't know about that, you could actually go find it. Bringus Studios Live. It's all the old VODs from that era.
I got a humor similar to the one that you have, garbage so slow. Would like you to do a video about the motherboard by a Raspberry Pi, the screen, the batteries.
I just don't like Raspberry Pi stuff. I'm just simply not a fan. Oops, I'm not taking this out the right way. Raspberry Pis are fine for, like, you know, you just need something to run your stupid little DNS
to make
server
and
or
sell
whatever.
more sticker packs?
Yes! We're getting there. We're doing a lot of stuff right now. We're doing all of, like, the merch in-house, except for the mouse pad that I leaked earlier. So we're a little slow figuring it all out and getting it all dealt with. But yes, there will be more. Okay, don't need these either. Whoops, I'm just ripping stuff open. Don't even remember what I was talking about. So, hope you guys enjoy getting blue balled for whatever I was just talking about. Oh yeah, Raspberry Pis. They're fine if you're just running like a little DNS server or whatever, but like, I just see, I'll get these articles pushed to me that's like, somebody created this epic handheld gaming device. And I'm like, cool, let me look at this. And it's like, it's a Raspberry Pi. And I'm like, all right, I am immediately not interested now. I don't know if it's just because I'm just an elitist, an x86 elitist or something. But it's just like, I don't know. I'm just kind of weird like that. Like, it just feels like it's been done to death. To the point that it's just not really interesting to me. Like, it can work, I guess. But, like, what are you going to play on it? I mean, x86 ARM stuff is getting better. Translation layers and all that. But...
Bringus man, I bought the fractal design pop air because of the Wii video.
It's a good case. It's a really good little case. I love that it has 5 1/4 bays.
Before I watched Bringus Studios, I was very sad. I am still very sad and want to eat thermal paste because I love you.
I got you. Here's a shot. Bringus Studios hands you the thermal booth. Do you hit it? I guess it would be more like this. I'm getting some insane questions right now. Do you like women? And then do you like eggs? From 2 different people. Incredible. Incredible questions. Yes to both. Love me some egg women. Yeah, what's your type, bro? Egg? Okay, how do I put this on? Remove AMD brackets. Oof. All right, we're out. See you later, AMD brackets. Are we keeping the back plate? Yes, sir. Install the AM5 metal brackets. which exist. Yes. And 4 unlabeled. Bruh. Oh, they're the same. AM4 and AM5 are the same. Okay. And then we take the little washers. Plastic standoffs, if you will. Put them right on the motherboard. We're as good as gaming. Cheddar cheese or provolone? I am absolutely a cheddar jack kind of guy. Wait, am I? If I just said it wrong? I'm a pepper jack kind of guy. I like that spicy cheese. New house vid win. Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. I've one of my editors has the next moving vlog ready to go. It's gonna be so behind because this stream is here. This is the soonest you guys have gotten anything with the new house. But the next video is filmed entirely in the new garage. But next time you get a moving vlog, it'll be before either of those. So interesting timing on those. But it'll be fun. It'll be fun. Going to eWay store, any advice? Bring them free food and they'll let you wander around the warehouse, probably. Worked for us. Had a guy called Donut Man. He would just bring us donuts and we're like, all right, yeah, do whatever the heck you want. Looks good to me. All right, this is going swimmingly. AMD bracket installed. Well, half of it at least. I'll grab this one. You know how many LTT screwdrivers I just bought? I just had to buy so many because I want one for the garage. And I've just been, dude, it's a gateway drug. The LTT screwdriver is a gateway drug. And you can quote me on that if you want. Anyone can quote me on that. I don't care, because it is. Because I don't want to use any other screwdriver ever again. And it's actually annoying.
Raspberry Pis, I host the Discord bots. I make off them as I don't have the room for actual stuff.
See, that makes sense. That's a good use case for the Raspberry Pi. As a tiny computer that you just need to run something and you need to just like not look at it ever again. And you want to shove it in a corner and call it a day. Like, that is the perfect use case for it. I used to use one for Octopi on my old 3D printer to make it like a smart wireless 3D printer. And it was perfect for that. That's great. I just feel like for anything else, it's like, I mean, the fact that it has like the GPIO enabled, so you don't need like, you know, it's like a computer and an Arduino in one. That's also pretty cool. I just don't think gaming is really its greatest use case, to be honest. Because you can get crappy little tiny computers off eBay for like almost the same price or cheaper than a Raspberry Pi nowadays. And it's properly x86. It'll have not proper graphics, integrated graphics, but like the AMD integrated graphics is like pretty damn good. And then you have all of Steam. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Raspberry Pi unoptimal for gaming at least, but for like little server things, that's where it's at in my opinion. Yeah, do not sleep on the used like AMD HP Elite Desk little whatevers on eBay for a few $100. They're pretty damn good. All right. Okay. Here in Brazil, everything is super expensive and Raspberry Pi is optimal. I would agree. Okay, older ones, yeah. I bet you that's actually a lifesaver for a lot of people just to get a desktop up and running. The new ones are expensive though. The new Raspberry Pis. I can't even imagine what they'd be like in a country that has crazy import tariffs like that. On a new Raspberry Pi at least. When I'm sure there's someone smuggling in pallets of old Optiplexes. I don't know. I don't know anything about Brazil, but yeah. I don't know. It's hard to say whether like a definitive yes, this is good or bad, because you know things have their use cases, and it's stupid to say that. Only a Sith deals in absolutes, as they say. What? The paparazzi's here. This thermal paste is awfully crusty. For being brand new. Is that a spreader? No. Whatever. We ball. Just put a bunch on. That'll do. Every time Brazil is mentioned, so many people come out. Is that a Hollyland? Yeah, that's a Hollyland Lark. I love it. I love it. I love it. I have the fancy kit where you got the receiver in the middle and then you got two of them. It's like an interview kit. Really good. Everyone always said that the Rode Wireless Go was the best. Dude, that thing sucks. I hate that thing. I bought a set and I'm like, wow, every time I use this, it sounds like ass. And this probably doesn't sound that good right now either, but it's because I don't have my equalizer and compressor and all that stuff that I use in my videos set up on OBS. Also, we're just in the most echoey room ever created because it's hardwood and there's like nothing in here except a desk and some lights. I ought to put fans on. Yeah, I love the Lark kit. The Hollyland Lark. Love it. You guys hear about the new Xbox thing? Not the Ally thing. That thing is, you know, well, you know, feel about it how you will. But Xbox said that the next generation Xbox, like proper, whenever they make a new console, whenever that's going to be, they said it won't be locked to a single store. So either they're launching like Steam for Xbox. Watch, it's going to be like Epic Games Store now available on Xbox, and nobody will care. But they said it will not be locked to one store. So it's like, well, Steam on the Xbox. At that point though, it's like, is it really even interesting? Unless it's like a really good price, which it won't be, because they can't supplement, or that's not the right word. What's the word? When you use something with really good margins, and then you apply that towards something with less good margins to artificially make the price of it lower. Forget the name of that. But that's what they wouldn't be able to do that, because if they're not making software sales on the Xbox store, they can't subsidize, that's what it is. They can't subsidize, thank you, Radical in chat. They can't subsidize the cost of the hardware with the software sales. So if they have another store. So it's like, okay, it's not gonna be cheaper hardware than a PC necessarily. I don't know, it might be. Maybe they can pull something out of their ass and it's somehow cheaper than if you just built a system that competed with it. I assume they won't be able to do that. So like so what's the point then? If it's not gonna be console-like anymore, because it'll be running Windows or something, and the hardware won't be particularly a good price, what are they competing on? The brand name? Nobody cares, dude. Xbox ain't got no games. So I don't know. Dude, they're kind of just dead in the water. I mean, they've been, in my opinion, they've been kind of just floating along like a zombie for a while now. So which way does this cooler go on? Because it's actually asymmetrical. I don't think there is a correct way. Whatever way fits better. Okay. So up. I know I got the fan on the wrong way right now, but I'm just kind of dry fitting here. Yeah. Yeah, it seems about right. Okay, we'll do that. Oh. You know, I'll just put it on. Might be making my life harder now, but whatever. Whatever, dude.
You going to put a CD drive in it?
Of course. You know me. I would be gutted if I could not play my CDs in my modern computer that has perfectly good storage in it that could hold terabytes upon terabytes upon terabytes of the exact same stuff and take up basically not any more space than a CD, you know? Nah. I think I'll just use a CD. In we go. I've had to cut back on the optical media bad stuff because I started to get flamed on Twitter about it, as you do when you open Twitter ever. So I've had to cut back on it because people thought I was like dead serious. I still don't. I'm not an enjoyer of it, I'll say. But again, only a Sith deals in absolutes. There are times where optical media, the rare good times. But I was getting retweeted to death, and they were gonna like brigade against me. So actually, it's X.com, the everything app by Elon Musk. Do you like car racing? Yes, I do. We're listening to Rally House at the moment, actually. A bit of car racing music type of beat. Oh. So when we were moving, and I had a bunch of buddies over to help me move, I brought the Bluetooth speaker out while we were unloading the U-Haul, and I started playing house music, and only one of my friends caught on it. He's like, "Oh, you're playing house music while you're moving to a new house." It was very funny. It was very cheeky of me. I thought it was kind of cute. What are your thoughts on gacha games? Never played one. And I'm so uninterested that I barely even know the definition. Dr. House. Mouse bites. In my house. House MDBs. Mouse bites. Mouse bites. I've actually almost watched all of house music. I've almost watched all of House MD, the TV show, not the music. Because it was just on. Ash really enjoys it. What are the specs, yo? It's Ryzen 7700X and a RTX 3070. Not the newest, but definitely enough. It will do. Dr. House. Mouse bites. Dr. House. He needs more mouse bites. This fan does not fit in the slightest. Look at, oh, this is a heavy motherboard. Look at how, look at how high up the fan is compared to the other fan. It's because we have to clear this gigantic RAM. I don't think there's anything we can do about that. Very cool. Bluetooth speaker of choice. I don't even know if it's on the market anymore, but there's this one that just looks like a modern like boombox sort of, from a brand called Photive, P-H-O-T-I-V-E. No idea if they're even still in business, but I bought it like 10 years ago and I've had no reason to replace it. What is computer for? It's the fiance's computer to play modded Minecraft, because the 12600K starting to not really cut it. It was fine, but could have been better. Okay, CPU fan 2, CPU fan 1. RGB, that's what that's for. See if we can stash some of these cables down there. My stream's usually this type of stream. No, my streams are usually a disaster. So if you go back earlier in this stream, then it's like my other streams. I don't know, my streams are all over the place. I don't primarily really stream, kind of just do it when I feel the time is right to fulfill the prophecy of me streaming, which was today, I guess. It's just a lot of work. If I want to make like a super engaging stream, which I don't think this one is, to be honest, there's just a lot. Like you have to have a concept and the technology behind it to like get the concept to work correctly. My biggest inspiration ever in the world for like streams and stuff, if I was to try and do more stuff like that, is Doug. I love his stuff. I love it. Just the things that he would do for like the chat engagement stuff that he does, where like his Python scripts will like read from the chat and it'll like do stuff in game. Love that. And if I was gonna stream, like if that's all I did, I stopped making videos and I just streamed, I would try and do things like that because I love that concept. He also just executes on it so well because he's just cracked out of his mind and he just like hyper focuses on just doing that. And I don't think he can be beat. One thing about YouTube that I've learned over the years is that if somebody else is doing what you want to do better than you, either A, get better than them, or find something else to make videos about. Because if somebody can get better content than what you're making somewhere else, and remember, YouTube is free. So if someone's watching your content, but it's not as good as someone else's content, there's nothing stopping them from clicking on the other person's content. So what I'm trying to say is get good or get different, I guess. I don't know. So if I was to just do that, like steal his Python scripts and then stream about that, you know, doing chat engagement things, it could be cool, it could work, but I've also got my whole YouTube presence and stuff behind me. So I could probably find some success doing it, but at the end of the day, Doug's gonna do it way better. Way better. So like, why even try and be a cheap copy, you know? I would try and find my own spin on it, obviously, to just be unique. But I just don't. He's cornered it so hard. Like, there's nothing I want to do that he hasn't already done that, but better. So I've decided I just will watch him instead of trying to emulate it, and just be based and not try. It's also hard to take my niche of computer stuff and apply that to just like games, because I spend a lot more time on the gaming hardware, not the games. It's really not my area of expertise. Is the games themselves. I accept like source garbage that I don't even know if anyone wants to watch at this point. I have a Switch 2? Yes. I did the extremely based move of getting a Switch 2 on the company credit card and making it a business expense because I'm putting it in the closet and it's staying unupdated so that when a jailbreak comes out or a soft mod or a custom firmware or whatever, I can make a video about it. So I've played my Mario Kart World. It now lives in the closet forever. I saw there was one mod that already came out, but it's not kernel level exploit, so it's not.
Terry Sin new
custom
general
firmware yet.
USB optical drive emulator on GitHub using a Pi Zero like a Gotek but for CDs, and it works with simultaneous data plus Redbook audio.
That's actually pretty sick. I've heard about that. That seems pretty cool. How's the weather? It rained this morning. Some dark clouds, but we got some blue. Blue in Washington, very rare. Can the Switch run SteamOS? No. It's AMD. Or, it's AMD, it's ARM. It's actually NVIDIA. What is this stream about? Are you just building a computer? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, cooler's on. I believe. Cables have been tucked away. Oh wait, I didn't actually plug in the RGB. Whoops. I tucked away the RGB, but I did not actually plug it in. Hello? RGB? Where'd the RGB plug? Only on the bottom? Nope. Nope, there it is. Top right corner. I was gonna say, we're about to have an ASRock moment if there is not RGB in the top. I'm a bit of a computer boomer, and so I always just kind of thought ASRock bad. And I kind of do still believe that. But I know they've gotten a lot better over the years, so we're giving it a shot. I used to be like ASUS only, nothing else. Do not buy anything else. And they've been kind of not great in the last few years. So now I'm like, well, I guess it's time to branch out a little.
Hello Dingus. Thank you for all the funny videos of you making rigs out of absolute nonsense.
Absolutely.
FYI, keep the man bun.
Keep the man bun.
Please make
not if we hit a million.
Fridge exist. Folded hands emoji.
We need an x86 fridge first. Does anyone, can someone do some research and find an x86 based fridge? Because that will determine everything. I put the RGB cap on the wrong thing. Damn it. Oh my goodness, please. I love computers. Is this the thing? Yes. Cap it off. Shove it between the RAM. Making love between the RAM. Okay. Or however that song goes. Between the cheeks of love. Alright. The LG InstaView. For real?
Type 1 if Bringus is hot.
One in chat. One in chat immediately, please! My self-esteem! Hold on. LG InstaView. LG InstaView. How would you know that this is x86? How would you find that out? What's the specs? Oh, look at all the ones. Oh, I feel so beautiful. If anyone can find the actual specs of this fridge, and we can like confirm that it is an Intel or AMD based fridge, or hell, it could be a VIA based fridge. That's technically x86, right? I'd love to know. I'm sure there are some. Because there's like Intel Atom probably. I've got the room now. I couldn't do it before because we were just like renting these stupid little houses that I couldn't put a fridge in for a video. There's not enough room. But I got a garage that I could throw one in now. Intel Atom? In the beginning, God created Intel Atom and AMD Eve. Based on the Intel Atom processor.
It's based on the Intel Atom processor.
Really? So there's potential there then. It could be possible. It could be possible. I will have to keep my eyeballs open. It'll be like that, what's his name? That Shank Mods video with the giant CRT TV. I'll be like finding the one Intel Atom fridge in existence, and I'll go to Japan and make them put it on a pallet and bring it to me. Actually, it'd probably end up being Korea. Okay, cooler installed. CPU is installed. RAM is installed. DDR5, baby. Welcome to the modern era. Okay. We'll just put that on top of the GPU. You can handle that. That's fine. You ever hear that little sound in the original Xbox menu? Where the guy's just going like, and you can just barely hear it in the background. It's a scary place, the Xbox menu. How'd the new truck treat me? Perfect, actually. The old Nissan Frontier. It's, I thought that a wheel bearing was going out or something, but luckily it was just a pebble stuck in the rotor shield, and then we were chilling. It could use new, shocks for sure. But I mean, that's pretty much it. I'm not even like worried about it. Like I could just not replace them for like 5 years and I would not care. But, if I was gonna do anything, it would need those. So it's been fine though. I've driven it back and forth a billion times between the move here. Probably putting like 40 miles on it each time at least. You know, one way. And that's totally fine. Absolutely 100% fine. Best Nissan product ever. Although the bar for that is pretty low. I don't associate the Frontier and the Xterra, and I guess by extension the Pathfinder, with the rest of Nissan, because they're not the same. They are absolutely not. Do not Ultima my Frontier. Shouting out bike rides with Eric because someone asked me to. Oh crap. We don't have enough standoffs for the motherboard. That's not good. That's not good. We'll see what we can do about that. Move out of the port. Move out the port. Move out the port.
Hello. Fellow creator here. Why, when and how did you create Bringus Studios and who inspired you to do so? I've been wanting to make a tech channel, as I currently just to gameplay stuffs.
I got started on it probably in like 2022, just because I was doing a bunch of fun zany stuff, and I was like, well, I don't know, other people would probably think this is cool, because I would watch like Michael MJD and channels like that as I was growing up. And I was like, yo, this is really fun. These videos are cool. And so then at some point I started getting better access to computer stuff. And then I was like, I also am now doing the thing and doing zany stuff. And I was like, I wonder if anybody else would like to see these zany things that I'm doing. And so I was putting it on YouTube. And then the rest is history, I suppose. Just got very lucky.
I came here to see your normal at Bringus Studios dumpster build and I'm met with a super clean and sensible build and I'm confused. Where is the real John?
Sorry, kiddo. Nothing personnel, kid. But this is a good computer. Get scammed out of your mind. Trying to see if I got standoffs. The answer, which is no, may surprise you. Okay. Okay. And I don't really have my infinite screw repository at the moment to pull from. Ash, I know you're watching this stream right now. Can you bring me your... God, these are like non-standard standoffs. There's no way. Bring me your old case, the Silverstone one. And I'll see what I can do. But these are like not... These are like super non-standard standoffs. Okay. Okay. Whoop. I was hoping that was gonna be the same size as the standoff, but it's not. Okay, hold on. Let me go get the standoff pliers. Oh, look at that. Ash Prime delivery. Thank you. Yeah, I need a set of like pliers to get the standoff
Good
out.
afternoon. I just built a
I don't even know if this will work,
DDR5
but it's the
build.
best I got.
The PC seems to not like to boot with quad channel
Need some
RAM.
pliers.
Dual
Chat can come
channels
with
is
me
a hit
because I
or
got the
miss.
wireless mic
Single
on today.
channel, no issue.
Pliers,
Have you
we
heard
love
of any
pliers.
similar issue?
House smells like old people. Because it is very old. Smells like grandma. Smells like her shirt. Smells like old people clothing in here. Oh wait, let me shut the door. Okay, so we're gonna reposition some of these standoffs and hope for the best. Man, is it ever convenient? You know, screw those ones. Is it ever convenient that the front of this case is all glass so you guys can see what I'm doing? That is insanely convenient.
Hi Mr. Bringus, have you ever used a low-profile GPU? I myself have a GT 730 with 2GB VRAM and I want to redacted myself.
I want to redacted myself. That's wild. Yeah, that doesn't sound great. I would also redact myself immediately if I had a GT 730 2GB card. I mean, you can play like Super Tux Kart. That's about it. Those low profile ones are cool, but they're never good. Never ever. I wish like eGPU technology was more affordable, because that would be very cool to just have a small computer and then another box for your GPU. But no. It is very expensive. Okay, we've got most of the standoffs in. We're just missing the bottom middle one. So I might just roll with it. Because these are like a little longer than your average standoff. So I don't even think I can take them off this other case that I brought in. So I think we're just gonna put it in. That area is not super important. So yeah, we're gonna just try that. Ash cringing in the chat right now. No, you must put all the screws in the computer, bro, please. It's fine. It will be fine. We need another CPU power cable, actually, I just realized. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Guess who doesn't have another CPU power cable? Oh, not you, actually. Hold on, I found it. Glue it in. How very gloopy of you. Do we even have a second little extension guy? Let's find out. Mm. 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 It looks like we do, but this is a GPU 8-pin white cable extension, so it does not fit. Does not fit! And that one's for a 6-pin. Alright, we're going Stormtrooper mode then. One black, one white cable for CPU power. Crap. So that means this has to come out again. That's gonna sit over here. Whoops, sorry, dirty keyboard. And then we're gonna have to take the back off. Very cool. Very epic. I love doing this. I love computers. Yeah, I don't think ChatGPT, unfortunately, is gonna have info about the LG Smart Fridge CPU. I do not think that is in the training data. A floor demo at CES. Samsung Family Hub fridge. So, okay, so it sounds like, at least from chat, from scholarly as ever chat, doing their proper research and citing their sources, there should be an x86 fridge or two that exists. So I may have to revisit the topic because I've basically just written it off as heresy at this point. But maybe there's something to it. Okay, CPU power cable in. Are we pinching anything? No. Oh boy. Oh, okay, never mind, not that bad. I thought it was going to be very difficult to get this plugged into our modular power supply. And it's going to be a little difficult, but nothing we can't handle. Nothing we can't handle. Oh, you don't like that angle. You do not like that angle. That's a shame. Ugh, you're going to be at that angle. Cool. Now we have a second CPU power cable. You guys hear that train? I don't know if it's picking it up. I always end up living somewhere in the vicinity of where you can hear a train. Watch, it's actually just my neighbor just blaring a train horn at the same time every day.
Please don't tell me you're gonna hide another Wii in there. Hide a Switch 2 in there instead, lol.
That would actually be very easy. Secretly gaming on my Switch 2 in my computer in public. That image has made its rounds, I noticed. The thumbnail for the gaming in public video with the title that someone screenshotted off the YouTube mobile app. That has just like made its rounds as a meme. And then someone edited the like soy jack thing where they're at like a party and they're like, nobody knows I'm gaming right now. That's really good. I didn't make that. I don't know who made that, but it's been going around like since that video was made. And I think it's quite funny. I see it every once in a while. My friends will be like, yo, you're in the meme. And I'm like, yep. I'm in the meme, all right. I'm in the meme. Ugh. Okay, now that we have two CPU power cables, I think we are largely chilling.
Cat now.
Cat now? Cat machine broke. All right, cables going in. Don't break anything. Here we go. Motherboard in. For like the 8th time. Let's see how many people are watching. 800 individuals. Incredible. I knew it. I knew she was gonna see the cat request and bring one in. There's Tony. Oh, he's so sleepy. You woke him up for this? He's so sleepy. He's still in the cat bed.
Taco.
Look at him, he's so tired. He's like, I had to make my press appearance at this time of
Would you
day.
bet me the $10 I've spent on super chats that you'll have to remove this motherboard again before you're done?
Dude,
Lord.
don't make me think about removing the motherboard again. I don't want to. Especially now that I'm screwing it down and putting everything in. 0 fluffs given. To the one guy that's been spamming robbery update for the last like half an hour. If I had one, I would give you one. I swear, I would. I do not have one.
Any recommendations on DDR5 kits?
Honestly, Crucial's got these ones that are just black with no RGB on them or anything like that that are a pretty good price. DDR5 is just so freaking temperamental in my experience. Like I bought some really fast DDR5. I think it was like 6800 megahertz or something like that for my editing workstation. And I can't run it at that speed. It just crashes constantly. That's like well, technically it's not like the correct speed because that's like XMP speed, but it just won't do it. It will not do it. I have to go down to like 6600 megahertz, I believe. So I don't know. Something's up with DDR5 and it may just like not work at rated speed. So I guess that's all the advice I can give is whatever you buy, you may have to run it slower. Or maybe that's just a me problem. I don't know. All I got is anecdotal evidence here. All right, this is all the screws. If I gotta take this out again, I'm gonna be a very sad boy. I'm lucky though, my 12900, or not 12900, 14900K has been reliable. Why is... can one of the admins get rid of the guy just demanding to know what country I'm currently residing in? He sent this message like 10 times. Yeah, my 14900K has been stable though. I got very, very lucky in that regard. Because I expected it to be awful. I bought it new, and then like 2 weeks later, all the stuff came out about how unstable they were, came out, and I was like, okay, cool, love it. I like AMD generally better too. I just bought it because at the time it was the best CPU for Premiere, and for a long, long, long time it was. And it's been great. Mine's been stable. So, nice. You know, knock on wood. Oh, the USB 3 does not reach. Does not reach. We don't have to take the motherboard out, I don't think. But we do have to... it's getting much heavier. We do have to venture into the back. What did we lose? Enjoy your game life. Magnet. Usually available on Bringus.store. but we closed the store right now because we're still, well, we've moved, but you know how moving is. We'll get it back open July at some point. What was I doing? USB 3 cable, that's what I was doing. Coke in my eyes? It's more likely than you think. A lot of cables. Okay, that cannot get run down there anymore. This one is a side USB 3, not a bottom one. I'm interested to see if this stream is going to get copyright claimed. Not by Dens, I don't think he will. I mean, he's within his right if he really doesn't want me to use it. This man does not have a country. I am a member of the world. What is it that those people always say? I am merely traveling in my personal property on the earth, which we all share. I cannot be ticketed or pulled over or arrested. It's the sovereign citizen people, whatever they're saying all the time. I am just a Bringus on this place that we share called the toilet. So if you could get off of it so I can poop, I would appreciate it. That's what I say in my home. Yeah, USB 3 cable in. A little more slack than I would like, but whatever.
Bringus, I admire your work so much. Been working on a GPD Win Max 2 recently and 3D printing a chassis for laptop. I see you're friends with Tyler too, great dude. Keep up that haha and fun. Mega fart.
Mega fart. Dude, I love the GPD Win thingies. I wanted one of those so bad when I was a kid. I still kind of want one. I want to find like a crappy one, an older one on eBay or something. Maybe make a second channel video about it or something. I think that'd be fun. Yeah, those things are sick. You guys seen the new Aya Neo Flip DS Mabobber thing? Because they had the one that they already made, but they just came out with another one that's even slimmer. You know, I just said earlier how I'm not like a big fan of like gaming on ARM and stuff, like with the Raspberry Pi. But for little emulator devices like that, I think that's fine. I'm surprised no one has made like a thin little ARM-based DS thing. Because that would be perfect. You actually just don't need to put an x86 chip in something where literally all it's going to ever do is emulate the DS. I'm surprised no one's done that. I mean, not like individuals, but like a company. Like Anbernick or whoever, all those people, you know. Because that would be crazy. That would sell so good. They're probably just scared of Nintendo, maybe. But the new Aya Neo one is still x86, but it's thinner than the old one. I'm sure it will still be like $1,000 at least, which is not cool.
If you can fix it, I can send you mine. I'm like done with it. Think it's a BIOS chip issue that I can't be messed with to touch it anymore, TBH. I'd Junga.
IDK Junga indeed. Sounds very broken. Oh, I'm wrecking my hand right now on the cooler. Okay. Yeah, that's unfortunate that there's a black CPU power cable and a white one. They do not match at all. Whatever, it's fine. I mean, the whole build's already black and white anyway. You can't avoid having black in your computer. All white would be cool, but then you'd have to get like white connectors. Which sometimes they have white connectors, but like a white 24 pin, I don't think I've ever seen a white 24 pin. USB-C connector going in. I wish they would just replace the USB 3 connector with more of these USB-C connectors, because the 3.0 connector just sucks. Okay, that it? Besides the GPU, obviously. No, there was RGB. There was RGB. Where is that? Yes. Yes, RGB. RG Bringus going in right in the bottom. Putting RGB in my bottom. A series. Someone asked about hobbies earlier. I want to get a Honda Trail. A Honda Trail 125. A little bike mabobber. I used to be a lot more into bikes and motorcycles and stuff. When I was a kid, family could not afford a car for their child named John Bringus. And so I wanted to work when I was in high school and needed a car to get to a job after high school or whatever. Couldn't happen. I was like, all right, I'll figure it out. So I took some like birthday money, Christmas money or whatever, and I bought this kit on eBay that you could install on a bicycle. And it was just a piece of crap Chinese 50cc engine. It's like a clone of some Honda design. And they put mounts on it so that you could mount it to a tube frame bicycle. And then there was this weird sprocket that you would install inside the spokes of the rear wheel. It wouldn't use the chain of the bike because the chain that you pedal with is not strong enough for an engine. Couldn't handle the torque. So you have to put a second chain on and you'd install like this little throttle grip thing. And so I just made my own motorcycle. And so I would ride to work, which at the time was a pita pit, which is just like a sandwich place essentially. It's like Subway, but they put it in like pita bread instead of bread. And I would ride there. And at one point my boss is like, oh, we need someone to start delivering. Because we would deliver too. And not everyone on staff had a car, including myself. And at one point we just didn't have enough people with a car. And so he's like, okay, you need to start delivering these pitas and these like shawarma sandwiches basically on your homemade motorcycle.
Gee, my last $5. Y'all ever mess this baho jojo? Della doodly doodad gaga jinga junga boblo. Good luck TTS saying that. You know what? Butt crack.
Butt crack. I am not the Baja Jojo. That's my father, actually. But it was a time being in Washington as well, where 3/4 of the year it's raining at some point. It was bad. It was bad. So I would go out in the rain on the homemade motorcycle delivering shawarma. And this is how I would make my money as a young Bringler. That I would immediately go and just spend at Goodwill and then flip like Lenovo docks on eBay. It was the grind, man. That was the grind as a child. That's what I was doing. Okay. I think we're just putting in the GPU now. All 24 pins kind of going in. Any recommendations for an ITX build? Look up this, shoot, who makes it? I think it's Silverstone. Silverstone Suga. Or no, Sugo. Silverstone Sugo. It's a good case.
Bring us this day our daily bread, or pita.
Bring us this day our daily bread or pita. Bring us this bread. Oh yeah, I was talking about motorcycles. So I had that, and then at one point, years and years later, I already had a car and all this. I ended up buying a Yamaha YZ250F.
Hey Brinkstopher, how do I get the secret Golden Master Chief suit in Halo 2? My brother keeps telling me it's real if I play at 3 a.m.
Yes, but you have to be on disc 3. Because 3 a.m. disc 3, that's the way they did it. So pop in that and then you unlock it. You have to be on save file 3 as well. I don't know why they made it so complicated. Anyway, Yamaha YZ250F. It's like a race motorcycle that I had converted into a street legal one. I had to put lights on it and reflectors and indicators and all this stupid stuff. I think it was funny too because the place that would certify the bike to make it so they just say like, yes, this is road legal. You can now run this on the road. Congratulations. I rode to that place on the bike, on the road. I just think it's funny that no one ever was like, he rode here on the bike that he needs to get certified, which means it's not currently road legal. Yet here he is pulling up, having been on the road. It's like how I think I also drove my car. Don't do this, kids. This is illegal, by the way. I drove my car to the like license testing place to get my license. And so it's like, how did bro drive here? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, you know? Don't worry about it. You know, in BeamNG, of course. It's legal in BeamNG, which is where I did it. John Bringus, get a Honda Monkey. I don't know. Dude, there's so many. I love the little mini motos. And I want to get a trail because it's like the bigger of the mini motos. I got a buddy that has a Cub. A Super Cub or whatever. And that one is fine. The styling is not exactly for me. I don't hate it, but not for me.
Hey Bringle, I just graduated but I've been here since the GC Mini V2.
Ooh,
My
that's an old
favorite
one.
moment in the Bingliverse was the ASMR shot of Alpha 1 Xbox. Would you ever do a meet and greet? I live by Seattle, D.
Oh, well, sorry, this is not near Seattle, where normally I am. But I am going to Open Sauce this year as like a whole guy. The whole Bringus is going. So if you're going there, I mean, I've actually thought about this a lot though, because there's like a good amount of game stores around. You know, for example, one of them's Game Over Video Games. They got a few locations up here. I've wanted to just be like, hey, I'll just like kind of exist here. And if you guys want to just put out a thing, letting people know that, you know, get some people in the store, can meet some cool gamers. I've wanted to do something like that. Just haven't really tried very hard, I guess. It's so busy just making the videos. But I'd be down, for sure. Your favorite game? Just don't have one. Simply don't. Can't even choose. The new Donkey Kong's cool. The one that's coming out in like a month. Donkey Kong Odyssey. The Sussy Bucket still works. I think there was a Patreon exclusive about it still working. What do I do before YouTube? Computer recycling industry, which is how I learned about any of this crap. How's the studio? Still full of dead ants. Working on it.
Hi Bringus, huge fan. I watched all of your videos when I was sick in bed for a week. All the SteamOS vids are great. Bob's at your family reunion.
Bob's at your family reunion. I forgot about the
Bringus,
Bob
Thank
memes.
you for the fun.
Gotta bring him back.
You all main monitor content.
Yo,
Red
main
heart
monitor
emoji.
content. Let's go. I'll take it. Absolutely. Imagine being third monitor content. I would just stop uploading. What's more impressive? Well, hold on. Where does like TV fall in the hierarchy? Because main monitor content, absolute cinema. Second monitor content, you know, Third monitor content, you might as well not even be watching it. Where does the TV, the living room TV fall in there? Because there's an increasing amount of people watching YouTube on their TV. This has just like been a trend on all of YouTube for like everyone lately, as people are replacing cable with TV. So where does that fall? Like if I'm being shown at the family, like Easter dinner, after everyone's eaten and they go to watch TV, what then? Where does that fall? How's the music volume, by the way? A couple of people saying need to be louder, but I can't tell because I'm the one making the stream, not watching it, so music's good. All right. I assume people would have been complaining about it more by now if it was bad. Man, this GPU really looks bad in this build. It really does. But there's nothing I can really do about it because GPUs are way too expensive and I am not replacing a perfectly functional 3070 because it's still too good. 30 series is pretty damn good. Ooh, this is gross. The filter is nasty. Just for you, chat. It's all yours, my friend. All right. Back in we go.
Yummy dust.
It's a good snack after you've had your battery acid. Your leapfrog battery acid. Who wants it? Okay, I didn't have to really do anything for the fans because the fans are on a separate thing. They're not controlled by the motherboard. They got a controller on them. So, pretty simple swap, I guess. I think we're done. So I guess we should fire it up and see if we're actually done. Or if we have more work ahead of us. Grab a monitor. Put away all the brackets and whatnot. Monitor acquired. Stick this bad boy up. Oh, up we go. Side panel on. Will it post? That is the question. I'm gonna put a Nintendo appliance in here. I'll put a Pokemon Pikachu in here. That is a real gaming device. The Pokemon Pikachu. I have one. Jeez, who put all this dust everywhere? It's filthy. Okay. Hello? Simply be longer. Do not fall. Do not. You'll take the monitor with it. All right. Power cord. Dirty cherry keyboard. Ooh, this is a nice... That is one spiffy I/O shield, if I do say so myself. You guys can't see it, but it's really cool looking. All right, power switch. Oh, RGB turned on. Ugh, let me give you guys a better view. Will it function? 3, 2, 1. Good sign. This is reflecting off the light. Good sign. ASRock mission accomplished. Woo! Woo! Green screen, confetti. Woo! People cheering. The people on the bottom. Woo! They're cheering for me. Okay. Yeah, there it is. See if we can zoom. We do a little zooming. Oh, that's as far as it goes. I forgot I'm on the tiny lens. All right. Boom. That DDR5 is really slow. I'm guessing we need to turn on XMP. Or whatever the AMD equivalent is. I am really not familiar with ASRock. Hold on, I think I had it. Yeah, okay. I was like, it's gotta be a little faster. It's not super fast RAM. I was like, geez. Come on, we can do better than that. Boot with XMP. Do I have cherry mouse? We do. We have a clean cherry mouse to go with our dirty cherry keyboard. It was donated by a viewer.
Hi Bringus. I have found out that both my CPU and RAM is an issue for what I need out of my PC. What should I look into upgrading first?
You need CPU and you need RAM. CPU is the more immediately helpful thing. Well, it depends on what you're doing. It just depends on what you're doing. I don't know. If you can afford both, obviously both. It's hard to know. Hard to know without knowing what you're doing. CPU is more immediately helpful though, I would assume. If your program can use your drive as RAM space, which is obviously not optimal, but you know, do what you gotta do. All right, side panel's going back on. Man, we could have had the stream this zoomed in like the whole time. I made you guys have to squint for nothing.
How would Bringus do a living room PC setup?
How would I do a living room? Well, what if I told you that there's a whole second channel video all about that? Second channel video titled something along the lines of turning a broken PS5 APU into a living room PC. That is my current living room PC. Is made out of a broken PS5. There are these motherboards that you can buy. Well, they're really hard to find nowadays, but yeah, RIP S24 Ultra. I forgot about that. That's the video where I demolished my S24 Ultra. Side panel not going. Simply go. Simply go. What are you... Stop not going. For what reason? Hold on, I'm gonna go to the other side. Do I have children? Yeah. You're one of them. You're with them at the moment. You're all God's children, me being God. Okay. There we go. Just had the wrong angle. Yeah, this is a long ass audio cable. You're right. It's super long. It's almost like annoyingly long sometimes. Oh wait, well I guess I should just hang out over here. Because the computer's done, baby. Oh, I got this so wrong. This side panel is so not on. Hold on. Thermal take moment. Isn't that who made this? No, this is a Fantex moment. Never mind. Sorry, Thermal take. Sorry for slandering your brand. There we go. All right. All right. But can we install an operating system? You thought I was going to say SteamOS, didn't you? What's the boot key on ASRock? Does anybody know? Is it F8? I'm gonna say it's... Nope, Dirty Cherry Keyboard is doing its Dirty Cherry Keyboard thing. Looks like it doesn't matter. Dirty Cherry Keyboard's been having an issue lately where if you press any buttons on it before it like initializes the keyboard, it just won't work at all. I have to wait for like the numlock LED to come on it before I press anything, or else it'll just like brick itself until I unplug it and plug it back in. Okay, we're gonna have a mint moment. That is what Ash has requested. Here's your SteamOS, bro. I mean, it's all just... You just configure it to auto-start Steam in big picture. It's like, boom. Dude, okay, back in my day, SteamOS used to be like an actual like cool thing because big picture used to be the thing with the water and it would go like... And then it would have the Steam logo, and then it was like shit. And you would use it, and you just wanted to shit and piss, and it sucked. And then they made Steam Big Picture into like the SteamOS interface. And now, when everyone has SteamOS, no one has it, or whatever Syndrome says in Incredibles. All right, install Linux Mint. I would like to read chat, but I feel like if I touch my laptop, one of the cords is going to come unplugged and the stream will end. So I don't think I'm going to be doing that. It's all right. It's all right. That's why God made phones. Close. All right. Installing. English.
Hi Bringus man, are there any plans to do a video on server grade hardware? Love the vids, keep up the great content, friend.
Possibly. I just don't know if there's a lot of interest in it. Or at the very least, I mean, because the iBoss was a server hardware technically. And that was a fun one. I'd be interested, it just has to be something interesting enough. Because it's like, oh, HP DL350PG or whatever, 1U rack mount thing. How very interesting. So like standard server stuff, probably not, but you know. Somebody, I don't remember who it was, one of the tech YouTubers out there, they just got like a Google media appliance or whatever server. I've been seeing those on eBay for a long time. I'm glad somebody made a video about it. Turn that off. Okay. Installing. They got Seattle in this Linux? No. Fine, Los Angeles. Close enough. Ash. Your computer's name. Ash Mint. Password. Not gonna need it. Well, if you don't put a password, doesn't sudo get a little upset, or
Hi.
sudo, or whatever you want to call it? Hi. Thanks for saying hi. I say hi back. We can always make one later, right? Right? No, you actually have to pick one. Crap. Choose a password. Gaming. I hope the stream didn't hear that. All right. Okay. Okay, we're installing, and I also just realized that I think I left one of the NVMe SSDs in the old motherboard.
Perhaps.
Apple Xserve? Oh, they're really getting old though. They're like, ugh, like what can you even do on them? I know that they're, some of them are Intel. Some of them are Intel, right? Maybe all of them are Intel. I don't know. So I could do something. But God, are they old and they're weird. They're so weird to do anything with. They're just, because they don't have like standard like BIOSes and stuff. And
Thanks for shouting us out. What was your first operating system?
Your first operating system. You're welcome for shouting you out. I had no idea who you were, so you can thank a chat member as well. First OS? Probably like Windows 2000? I think that's what they had in school when I was in like kindergarten. And then very soon after that, XP was getting rolled out to basically everybody on the planet.
I think there's more than Intel, not sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't looked into Xserves that much. I've used one once because I was like, this isn't, when I worked at the e-waste place, I was like, what the heck? Apple server? Apple server, huh? And so booted it up and I was like, wow, this is terrible. I see why they got out of that market. It's funny because there's actually a company that makes brackets for Mac Minis to mount them as a 1U server. And we would see some of those sometimes. You'd get this little like silver little 1U rack mountable thing. We're like, oh, what is this? And we open it up and it's just a whole ass Mac Mini, shell and everything, just chilling inside. It's like, oh, okay. That's one way to do it, I guess. Yep, there was another SSD in there. I'm about to end it all because I just wiped the wrong drive. Oh, that sucks. Ash is cringing right now. I wiped your D drive. Sorry. Hopefully there's nothing but games on there. This is why we have a home server. Everything important goes on the server because of moments like this. Anyway. We're now installing Mint to the wrong SSD. So that is a Mint moment. Whoopsie. Should have double checked. Everyone in Discord is laughing right now. I guarantee it. They're like, that's so John Bringus. He would wipe the D drive. Yeah, well, guess what? Fuck you. Because you're right. It didn't tell me the drive size in the installer, so I was like, yeah, it's probably the right one. Linux Mint installed. Nice. Installed for actually just no reason, because it's not the driver we're supposed to put it on. All right. Okay, we're okay. Oh, that's my whole ass. All right. Continue testing.
Will you hook up this PC to one of those fridges with a built-in display so you can have the most powerful gaming fridge?
I would love to do that. I would love to do precisely that.
Bringus moment.
Yeah, I know. Thanks. Okay, so we just installed Mint, but now we're gonna immediately delete it. So why can't I delete this one? Or why? What does the key mean? Because it's mounted? Oh, it's mounted. Okay. Wait, where was that mounted? Target? Yeah. Target is busy. I love Linux!
Potato boy moment.
I love it. Okay, well, we can at least delete the EFI partition maybe to break it. Shut it down. Ah, this sucks. Okay, now we have to open it back up. What are you yapping about? Oh, remove installation media. Enjoy your Linux Mint on your data drive. I hope it was worth the wait. Alright, here we go. I'm so mad. Something should have gone off in my head where I'm like, there are 2 drives in this PC, but I only moved 1. I wonder why that might be the case. But no. Nope. No alarm bells, no nothing. Just pure unadulterated bringling. I don't know where that other screw went. I think it went under. Alright. Come on back out. Oh wait, HDMI is plugged in. Come on out. Take out the NVMe. Oh, this is awesome. This is awesome. Come on out, bud. And now where can I put this? Oh, there's a bottom slot. Sorry, you guys can't see like any of this. Coming out. Oh, there's 3 NVMe slots on this thing. Removing the hard mode stickers. Okay. So the crucial SSD crucially goes down here. Is also toolless? Yeah, ASRock with the toolless NVMe install. Love to see it. Okay. Down she goes. All right, gaming. And the Samsung one that I was supposed to put in. What's this little cooling doodle that's on the back of it? There's already a cooler on there though. Should I just take it off? There's like a little thermal pad on the bottom of it. I'm gonna just take that thermal pad off, I guess. This might be a mistake. I don't know. See you later, bud. All right, in we go to the primary M.2. Lock it in. Put in the gaming cover. Blazing M.2. Blaze your M.2. That is Okay, very good. That is a Druaga moment. Smoking my M.2. Hey smokers. Today we're smoking the blazing M.2. Okay. I think we have returned the world to its rightful state. Except for the data on the D drive. That shit went straight to hell. Alright. It's probably nothing, he says, as he deletes worlds upon worlds of hours of Minecraft worlds meticulously crafted one by one. Nah, it's all good. Those are stored in the percent app data percent folder, if I recall my Minecraft knowledge correctly. Okay. Easy dub. Everything correct on the first try. As always. Did you remember to install the M drive where all the Minecraft save files go? Does she have a YouTube channel? I keep telling her she needs to start one, but she hasn't.
Live stream of Cyberpunk when?
More like Cyberbunk. That game sucks. No, I'm kidding. I've played it for like half an hour. I don't know, not for me. I know half an hour is not long enough to get familiarized with any game, but in the famous words of Scott the Woz, I'm not an RPG guy. Oh, all right, let's do this again. Probably look at the CPU temps too. Oh, it's booting Windows. Lamau. Oh no! Our backup we took at the beginning of the stream. It was saved to the D drive. So we now no longer have a backup of this SSD. So that means I gotta make another one, and that takes like an hour. Okay! Hope you guys have enjoyed the stream! Whatever. That was pretty much it anyway. I mean, we're gonna install the OS and then that was gonna be the stream, so. Ash is giving me a funny look. It's not like I deleted her D drive or anything. All right, thank you chat. Thank you for everyone that has super chatted. Thank you for supporting the channel so I can delete more D drives in the future. All right, I love you all. I would kiss you if I could. Bye-bye. Go check out Dens 1000 if you like the music today. Okay, bye-bye.